Hello and welcome back for another video with yours truly, Jade. And in this video, I want to still play with this concept of visualization and manifestation and co-creation with the universe and God, and really allowing yourself to dream and visualize and bring things to life. And in this one, what I want to do is take you through a quick process of how I create vision boards with Canva, and then places you can put them so that your subconscious is constantly being reminded of what it is you are working towards and what it is that inspires you and supports you to actually bring this into reality. So I just thought I'd show you how I do this in Canva, because a lot of people actually ask me, like when I take pictures, because I have mine saved as my desktop. And when I take pictures of my laptop, you're like, how did you do that? I'm like, I just did it in Canva. So I just thought I'd take you through, like, I love creating collages, and that's the way I always do it. There's other apps out there that you could use that are like vision boarding apps, but my favorite is just to go into Canva and to just play and just put pictures all over. You might do yours neater, you might play in whatever way feels true for you, but I'm just going to show you a really quick, simple way to do vision boarding in Canva. And then literally what I do once I've created them is I have it on my phone. I've got like, it's the full vision board is an A4 kind of landscape image. So on my desktop, it's got the whole thing. And on my phone, I kind of just separate. I've got one part on the home screen, and then I've got a different part on the other screen. So every time I look at my phone, because think about how many times we look at our phones, I'm seeing these things that I'm visualizing, and I'm seeing them come to life rapidly because it's there. And every time I look at it, I get like warm, fuzzy feelings, and I'm like, oh, that's happening, that's coming. Like, that's the power of it. So let's just go into Canva and I'll show you how I do it. And this is an example of it on my desktop. So that's the full image. But so what you want to do when you come into Canva, like you can literally look up vision board, and there's plenty of different templates. So you could choose a template and work with one of their templates, or you can just start from scratch. Depends what mood I'm in. Now that I've created one, I generally just tend to edit the current one I've got. So I'll show you the one I've got. But yeah, you could come in here, choose a collage that you like. I like the ones that are like very visual and very picturey, as you would have seen. Like I've got pictures on pictures on pictures on pictures, because I'm just like, I just want to see color and boldness and brightness and really have lots going on. You might want it to look a lot neater. I like the messy chaos of it all, and the collagey style. But you can just pick whatever template. Like literally, that's all you need to do is pick a template, basically. And once you've picked the template you want to work with, you literally just go customize this template. And then you come in and you can either upload so I actually quite like this one because it's even got like little notes and things like that. Like it's probably not my style that I would use. Obviously, this is my style. But yeah, you just pick a template that you like and that suits your style, and then you just come in and edit. So you'll notice on mine, I've got some of my own images of me in environments that I like being in, or environments that are related to my business, like me embodying what I'm trying to create, the things that are important to me. So business, pleasure, travel. There's some of me at a festival. I did change it a little bit. So this was my one from earlier in the year, but most of this manifested. Like, this was me trying to, being obsessed over the festival I was coming to. And like that image was, I'm in the background of this image. Like that was the festival at the start of the year that made me find out about this festival in Croatia that I came to. And so that was like a big part of my vision board, was coming to Croatia to this festival. And that's the artist that I love, that I wanted to see at this festival. So I had that on my vision board, along with like keyboard for writing and love and connection and wealth, obviously a lot of nature, and then like Italy. So some of that stuff came to be. So then now, like, we're in the second half of the year, so I've updated it to add new things that I'm visualizing for the second half of the year. So there's still a lot of Italy and Europe and other places in Europe, because that's where I wanted to be. There's more things around partnership, my Italian passport, because I'm still really trying to get that. And then words that mean something to me, the program I'm launching, another program I'm wanting to get to, which I have managed to invest in now, the Bali Intensive, which I did decide to go to and then I've pulled out of. So it was on the vision board and it came to be. But then I decided that I obviously want to be in Europe longer. So that's the other thing with goals and intentions, like not being so attached, because you never know, like you might shift and where you want to be might shift. And then if you're so fixated on this one thing and so blinded by this one thing, it may prevent you from the magic that is actually wanting to be felt. And that's why, like, because for me, there was like this fixation on these certain business goals. And I thought, I have to be in Bali to achieve these business goals. And then I got to Italy, and inside I was like, well, actually, I can achieve more by being in Europe, being in this state of pure joy and overflow and awe and wonder, because I love being in Europe, because Europe is just a place that speaks to my soul. Why would I rush away from that to go to a business event? Is that necessarily the place for me, or am I just letting noise take over? So really doing exercises like this really allow you to take that time to go into a portal to think, what is actually really important to me? What do I want to call in? And you'll probably notice that as you start doing it, you just kind of go and like put like to make time for it, don't rush it. Put on some music, set yourself like 30 minutes longer maybe, and just let yourself fully enter that manifestation portal and that visualization portal, and just see what wants to come through. And that's why there's photos layered upon photos, because it's like something started and then that inspired something else, and then this came through, and then, oh, I want to add the words. And so just let yourself be creative and let yourself really flow and see what wants to come through. And so what I do is I add the photos. If you don't want to add your own photos, you can come into the design and like search for things. So like, for instance, for me, I would search for Italy, because that's the place I know I want to be. And so then what photos represent where I want to be in Italy? And I put all of those on. And then just like moving things around and playing around. And basically that's it. That's how you create a vision board in Canva. And then once you're satisfied with the vision board, then you upload it into all those places, as I said earlier. So you upload it into your desktop background and you put it in your phone and all the places where you're going to see it regularly. And that's the beauty of doing it digitally, because a lot of us are on the go or on our devices, like trying to do a collage the old-fashioned way with magazines and paper and posters and stuff doesn't necessarily work for someone if you're in the digital nomad lifestyle. So this is a way to embrace your creativity, to really see that the opportunities are endless, to dare to dream, to just picture yourself in these incredible experiences and then watch as they come to life. Like, it is just so incredible when you can then look at it and be like, wow, all that happened. And so my other invitation and recommendation is to review this every few months. So I did it at the 6-month mark. I got to Europe and I was like, oh, I've kind of achieved half the stuff on my vision board. I'm going to play around and give it a tweak and then look at what I want to do for the next half of the year. And so then I put new things on there. So you can, it's more, that's kind of an intuitive thing. Like when you're looking at it daily, I think you're going to notice, this doesn't feel so aligned anymore. And then you go and play and you fix it. So you keep the template in Canva so you can go back and edit it, or you may want to just start from scratch. I like to have it there to add and move and play with, but then in a new year, I'd probably start something completely fresh. So I'm working with the same one throughout the year and I'm adjusting it as I feel called. As a good rule of thumb, every 3 to 6 months. And then next year, I'll probably start a new one from scratch. So that's basically how you do it. I would love to know how the process goes for you. Thanks for tuning in.